Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I apologize for sounding sick. I'm pretty sure that I caught just a little bit of like a head cold type thing. Also, I apologize for this whole thing going on. I just wanted to make this video because like I'm in a video making mood. And I'm not gonna edit this, so I apologize for that too. But like this is a video I really want to make, so here we go. As you can tell by the title, this is 18 goals for 2018. I kind of wrote them down on this notepad, so if you see me kind of looking at something, just so I can keep my mind on track. This was actually inspired by my really good college friend, Azaria. I will link their video in the description box below. It's really good, you should go to watch it. I actually was inspired by some of their goals as well, so there's gonna be a couple that kind of like correlate to what they said, but like, you know, it's good to have these things in mind. So not in any way meaning to copy them or anything like that, it's just these also kind of were some things that I was thinking of. So we're gonna start with the first one, and they're kind of a mix of kind of more serious and a couple more like fun ones. But anyways, the first one is to read more. I have been really getting into the Harry Potter series thanks to friends like Azaria, who have mentioned this series to me, and like they encouraged me to like read it. And so over break I have been able to read a little bit of it. I've been super busy with a lot of other things, so like I haven't had a lot of time to dedicate to just sitting down and reading, but I really want to make that more of an effort this year or in the next year. So yeah, I really just want to be able to read more books and not go directly to like YouTube or Netflix or my phone for entertainment, but you know, pick it up old style and read a book. Next thing is knit more. I really enjoy doing like knitting hats. I have this one that I made. I have this one that I made. I have one that I made for my mom that's in her room, and I'm currently working on another one. So, you know, continuing to knit and like doing something like that, because that's such a fun hobby for me that I picked up a while ago, because like I learned how to do it, but then I just like never really stuck with it, and I never really like did it consistently, and it's really fun. And you know, I'd love to learn more than just like, you know, knitting hats. Maybe learn how to knit a scarf or things like that on the other looms, because I have a box loom with like the rectangle ones, but I never touched, so I think that'd be cool to learn how to do or different stitches or something like that. So learn something new within the knitting realm and knit more. Another one is grades, and these are also known in no particular order. These are just as I was thinking of them. I am going to go into interim, which is a term in January where we just take one class for like 3 hours every day of the week, and then into spring semester, and I hope to come out of both of those terms with nothing lower than B minuses in all of my classes. Interim is going to be super easy because the class I'm taking is my theater class, and it's going to be super fun because we just basically get to like work with the play that we're doing, which is the Amish project. And then my spring semester should be fairly easy. I am taking a social work class, a core class, my religion class, as well as another core for both social work and the college, my bio class, and then I'm taking theater and choir, but like those are obviously pass-fail classes, basically. So yeah, pass those 3 classes with nothing less than a B minus. Hopefully, that's my goal. Going along with that, learning how to study and how to be a good student, basically. You know, and along with that, learning when to stop socializing and stop the, you know, messing around my phone or whatever, and actually studying and taking into account my academics and writing that paper. And it really helps that I kind of have some friends now who I know I can work with, and friends who I know I can't work with. I have one really good friend of mine who I sat in her room one night, basically just on her floor, and she was working on her paper, and I was typing up my paper, and, you know, we were working together, and it was like, well, working in the same room together, and that was like really good. So, you know, just being able to do things like that, and even by myself, just being able to create those good study habits, because, you know, it's never too late to start. I am going to be going to my second semester as a sophomore, so like I've already done like almost three. I will have done like 3 semesters at this point. I did 3 semesters. I'm going to my 4th. I should know how to study by now, but, like, you know, it's never too late to learn how to properly do those things. So going along with that, kind of, sort of, not really, I don't know. The meal plan that we have at college. I have 21 meals, which basically is 3 meals 7 days a week, if you can do the math. I don't usually use breakfast because I don't get up, because last semester I didn't have a class till 10:30. And even when I had a class at 9 o'clock, I was like, I don't want to get up that early. But now that I have a class at 8 a.m., you know, I'm going to try and, like, going on with this, I'm going to try and, like, get into a sleep schedule and be able to get up early enough to get breakfast. And if I don't get breakfast, getting the breakfast equivalent later on at night. So I do have some breakfast in the morning. So meal plans, learning how to eat, all of that kind of good stuff. Going on with that, now my next goal is to be healthy. Sorry, I'm like crossing them off as I go because I'm not going in the order that I wrote them in. Anyways, my next goal is to get healthy. That I pick up a lot of really just bad eating habits and fitness habits, or lack of fitness, rather. I don't work out, and I just like to eat a lot. And, you know, I'm just so sporadic with things. Like, I don't eat breakfast, and then I eat, like, random things in between time, then I have another meal, and then, you know, it's crazy. And, like, I don't go for the healthy options at the dining halls either. I go for the more fun and starchy and fatty types of foods, and I really want to be able to nip that in the bud this next year. And it's going to be a work in progress, but, you know, I have a friend who, Azaria, actually, spoiler alert, is going to be trying to go vegetarian. So obviously I don't think I am able to go that extreme, but, you know, that means it's going to be a lot of them making healthier choices in the dining hall, which definitely will be an encouragement for me to make healthier choices as well. So that's really good. Well, I cannot read my own handwriting, guys. Do you ever have that where you can't, like, read what you wrote? Anyways, another goal that's kind of driving away from that now is to save money. Like, obviously after I have all this Christmas stuff I have to do first, but after that's over, stop the ridiculous random spending on things I don't need to be spending money on, and saving money. Like, our family, my car is kind of, that I have here now, is kind of like going downhill, and I'm going to have to get a new car soon. And so, you know, my parents are very graciously going to be helping me with that, but, you know, I need to put in some of the down payment and some of that money as well. I need to be putting that away for, you know, cars and for just the future in general. So learning how to save money and learning how to be more financially responsible is going to be a huge goal for me in 2018. Another thing going along with that is being more minimal and downsizing. I don't want to say that I'm going to go completely minimalistic. Like, you know, that's a really hard definition to go by. But when I say minimalism, I mean, like, stop looking to things and look towards relationships and people. Because I tend to, when I deal with problems, I tend to buy my way out of things. And this kind of goes back to being financially responsible too, is I tend to buy rather than just, you know, talk to people and work it out. So being more minimalistic in the sense that, like, you know, not buying stuff I don't need, and taking what I have here in my room, both here and at college, and getting rid of things that are unnecessary, and getting more, like, having less stuff. Because right now I have a lot of things, and I don't need that. So I want to be able to have a lot less stuff and more relational things going on, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I'm trying to, in my head, that sounded like a perfectly fine sentence, and as I'm blabbing it out, it's like not happening at all. Another thing that I want to do in 2018, another goal, I don't even know what goal number I'm on, I'm sorry, is more YouTube. And I know I'm saying this, like, I feel like that kind of counteracts the whole, studying and things like that. But, like, I love YouTube and I love this. And, like, honestly, these are really great videos to look back on. And so, I want to be able to I have two main channels. And I want to be able, I have 2 main channels, and I want to upload at least, and I'm going to make this very simple for myself, once a month per channel. So that's 2 videos a month, 24 videos in a year. If I put more out, I put more out. If I don't, I don't. But these are just really fun videos to look back on. So definitely want to do a little more YouTube this coming year. Alright. Onwards to the next thing. I'm kind of like just going all over the place now. It kind of all worked together, and now I just like realized it hit a wall. The next goal for 2018 is to resolve conflict within me. And that basically means for me, I have a lot of inner conflict that I'm dealing with surrounding a certain situation with a person. And I need to be able to get at peace with this whole situation because my brain is not letting me right now, and I need to. So in 2018, and hopefully in the early half of 2018, I'm able to just resolve that conflict in my mind and within me and come to an inner peace. Because I really need that for myself. Next is faith. My next goal is kind of just faith in general, but for this I'm saying church. Whether it's finding a church in the town in which I go to college and starting to attend regularly there, whether it's just attending the nightly service that we have at our college more meaningfully, or whether that means, not just church related, but, praying more or actively working out my faith more. Because when I would go to the nightly service at our college last semester, my fall semester, I went mainly because my friend was there and she would give me physical affection, and this doesn't sound really weird, but bear with me, we would hold hands and cuddle kind of, and so that's the only reason why I went, is because I am a very big physical touch person and it meant a lot to me. I want to go for the meaningfulness of what this is supposed to be for. And, I kind of started doing that towards the end. But I really want to start, making the time that I go to this service meaningful. Because I'm going to be honest with you, going to church is probably going to be a hefty goal for 2018, but at least going to the Sunday night church with more meaning, and with the right mindset in my head. Sorry guys, this is a really long video and we still got 7 to go. I'm sorry. The next one is to get an apartment leadership role. Now I'm moving to the apartments that are owned by our college next fall with some friends, and they have a couple different leadership positions there aside from the RA, and I want to obtain one of those positions. We don't learn about those or apply until March, because that's after the apartment draw is over, which makes sense, but it'll give me time to start applying and things like that, and I really want to do that because I have a dorm leadership position right now and I really love it, and I would love to carry out my leadership skills and work on those continually in this apartment. The next one is to continue learning Spanish. This has been a goal of mine for a long time now. All throughout high school, I took Spanish, and I was doing really well. I went to Spain, as you guys know, if you watch my Spain videos, my senior year of high school, and I loved it. And I was able to communicate with the people a little bit, and I was able to understand a little bit, and it was good. But after not taking it at all my freshman year of college, and now even as time continues to tick on and I don't interact with it as much, I'm losing a lot of it. So I want to be disciplined enough to sit down and maybe teach it or relearn it for myself. So Spanish is a big thing next year in 2018. The next goal is to volunteer more. I am volunteering with one of the dorm's partnerships. We go to this place that's basically a food pantry, or a soup kitchen, but better. They have a meal that they serve every Tuesday and Thursday. It's a different meal every day, or every one of those days. And then people can come in, whether they're, struggling with food, whether they're homeless, or whether they just want a hot meal. And they come in, and we give them drinks. We basically serve them. It's kind of like a restaurant in that aspect. They walk in, they pick a table, we sit down. They sit down, we give them drinks, and we bring them their food, things like that. And I want to continue doing not only that, but different volunteering opportunities around the town, because not only does it fit well with my major, it's really fun, and I really enjoy it, and it allows me to think outside of myself, and allows me to reflect a little bit on, other people and things like that. The next one is get an internship. I'm going to be actively seeking, this is my next goal, actively seeking to find an internship for the summer, when I am going to be out of college, and possibly carrying that into the fall, for social work. So that way I can continue on track and looking at whether or not this is something I want to do, and things like that, because I love the major so far, so I have no doubt in my mind that that's going to be the problem. I just want to be able to, start getting into the field right away, and working with people and making an impact and making a difference. Going off that, goal 16 is to talk more openly. And for that, that's talking about talking more openly about mental health, talking more openly about sexuality, talking more openly about controversial issues that we see surrounding our United States. And I do have some videos lined up for that, so I'm very excited, but just to be able to talk more openly, on the internet and in real life, and being more open with my professors that I come in contact with, and not hiding it, just being upfront about the things that I have going on, so they know how to best help me, and that can lead back into me succeeding as a student. These last two I like really a lot. Goal 17 is to be more positive, show more love. 2017 was a year of ups and downs and a lot of things happening. I was a pretty negative person, I'm not gonna lie. It still is hard for me to be positive sometimes, but I really want to be able to start being more positive and, waking up each day with something good in my mind, rather than right away, being all depressed and being like, oh, I have to get up so early, and I don't like this class or whatever. Finding the good in every day and sitting back at the end of the day and reflecting on at least one good thing that had happened. And the last goal for my 2018 goals is to be more present, put down my phone more, and have genuine conversations with people, and build these relationships, and study, and do all the things. My phone and all these electronics has consumed me for too long, and this is the year that I am saying no more. Putting down my phone and making those genuine connections with my friends who I'm with in the moment, because I tend to want to Snapchat it or Instagram it or Facebook or whatever. And while that's all good and everything, because it's also really cool to share those moments, some moments are just moments where you just gotta be present, put down the phone, and be with your friends. And that's something I really want to work on doing next year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it all the way to the end of this 20-minute video, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will have like the condensed list in the description box below, for those of you who just like skip to the end or whatever. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next year. Bye.